Hello, and welcome to Roseplay Presents, episode 83. As always, I'm your host, Orion Rose, and today and here on Roseplay Presents, we do a little bit of everything from interviews with content creators, game developers, closed betas, sometimes open betas, game reviews, conferences, a little bit of everything. Today, we finally finish up the E3 2019 event with the Nintendo press conference, or the Nintendo Direct press conference. Now, do you know that I still have 2 episodes left for the top games and top conferences? But before I also start, I wish all the best to Reggie, who was the old Nintendo president, if you guys know. It's sad to see him go, but I do think they did a great job at bringing in the new president, or the new guy, to take his place. Uh, I guess I didn't get his first name, but his last name is Bowser. So when they went to introduce him, King Bowser shows up, and he's like, it's like, no, you're the wrong Bowser. So a nice way to introduce it. Uh, Also, with a few of these that I talk about, there were some areas in it where they really make you love the Switch, or want to play the Switch. I mean, I'm not really going to talk about Resident Evil series. They previewed 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6 come into the Switch, or is to the Switch. But they're like, how would you like to play this game here? And then it shows this couple or two friends, female, male, go into this haunted house and start playing Resident Evil, and it's just cool. Also, since the Switch sounds like snapping, before every video they're like, now I hope you enjoy this. I'm just like, really? Right. But anyway, enough of that. First up, okay, so Smash Brothers has been out. They started with Dragon Quest and the hero, or heroes, coming to it. That's pretty neat. They even have little RPG elements, but we've seen this, so I'm not talking about it too much. However, Luigi's Mansion 3! You had me at the name of the title. In all honesty, it's the third in the series. I like to call this game Mario Ghostbusters. I played the one for the GameCube. I've never played the second one. I really should. I want to play the third one. They have a co-op this time. Luigi, he's bad with water. However, beyond that, you can have a second player play on. They've got this multiplayer function, which hopefully works better than the Luigi Mansion Redux they did, from what I heard. Also, this time they're having it in a hotel, and it makes it seem like each hotel floor is differently themed or has different set of challenges. And there's a lot of hotel floors, so there's that. Plus, if you remember the teaser they previewed recently, it was Luigi dying. So I don't know what's going to go on there, but I'm pumped for the next Luigi's Mansion. Then they did the Dark Crystal, The Age of Resistance Tactics. I'm going to assume this is a tie-in with the new Netflix show that's supposed to be the sequel to the Dark Crystal. And it comes to Netflix, in case I didn't mention that. It reminds me of what makes a Final Fantasy Tactics and continuing the story of the Dark Crystal. I think I'm going to try it out. I mean, the graphics look like the original Final Fantasy Tactics, but with the characters of the Dark Crystal. And they had a nice little trailer talking about they need help, and so they're bringing out a new Zelda this year. And it was Link's Awakening. It's not a brand new title, or not Link's Awakening. Yeah, Link's Awakening. It's a remaster of the original. It plays and looks exactly like the Game Boy Advance one did. I know it's one of people's favorite. The only difference is that it's very colorful this time. And the graphics look cartoonish, so kind of like the Wind Waker. I definitely want to get this one. They're releasing not only Trials of Mana to the Switch, It also comes in a collection of mana, which comes with Final Fantasy Adventure, which is one of the games that I was going to play, but I didn't know quite how to get the Game Boy to switch over fully. I'm still working on that, but I won't have to now if I get the Switch variant. It also comes with Secret of Mana, and then, of course, the new Trials of Mana. So Final Fantasy, it doesn't look like remasters or anything. Well, Final Fantasy Adventure is just the black and white in the game itself, so nothing new there. Um, it plays like a mana game or an action type game with some RPG. Secret of Mana looks like they took the one from the Super NES or the Super Famicom, not the remake they did, which I know a lot of people didn't like too well. Trials looks like what Secret did. Either way, it's available in the eShop later today, which would have been a few days ago. The new Fire Emblem's out, or will be out, the Three Houses. There wasn't really any gameplay, and if there was, they didn't show too much. I'm going to assume that it plays just like the last Fire Emblem, and similar to the rest of the Fire Emblems, a tactical type game where your characters can have permadeath. I love tactical games. I love the Fire Emblem series. So it does also seem like a lot of good games from series are coming to the Nintendo. A good one. No More Heroes 3. Now, there was a 1, there was a 2. I think there was a side off. I never played any of them. They're doing a number 3. So, honestly, with all the remasters and collections they're coming out with, I would love for them to bring 1 and 2 out to the Switch. But, either way, I did watch a little. This game always looked fun. It kind of had a Deadpool-type vibe to it. Not too much gameplay, again, was shown, but it looks just like the other two, just maybe a little bit updated graphics, maybe. I'm not sure if it's going to stay an exclusive, but it does look like it. I'll definitely pick this one up. Okay, so I'm really confused on the next game. The next game was Panzer Dragoon, and I've heard of it. I know it was out on, like, Dreamcast, I think, or something. I'm not really sure what this is. If this is a remaster, a remake. The graphics look way better. I'm not much for rail shooters, though. However, I've always heard good things from other people. I've read it. So, you know what? If this stays exclusive, I think I'm going to pick it up for the Switch. And if it doesn't, I'll pick it up for the Xbox, probably. Maybe the PlayStation, if it does that. The one that I've been waiting for, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I only played a demo of Let's Go Pikachu, and I really didn't like what they were doing with it. Not fully, at least. I always have enjoyed catching them all. It's an obsessive completionist thing with me. Now, I did watch the gameplay that they had after the Nintendo Direct, and honestly, it looks more like the handhelds with the graphics of the Let's Go Pikachu. It looks like it's a more traditional Pokemon. So, with some cool new stuff, but still feels like what it was. It comes out in November. I'm definitely going to pick up Sword. I would say I'd play it for the show, but oh god, it'll probably take me like 40 hours just to do the first gym. So, probably would not be doing that one. Maybe I'll do the multiplayer battles, fighting other people online. I don't know. There was Astral Chain. Not quite sure how this plays or what it really is fully going to be. It was just kind of like an anime cutscene, and that's exactly it. The story, along with the anime type style, really caught my interest. So, I might look up some more videos. I might buy this. So, Empire of Sin. It looks like a type of noir or mob game like Mafia. Except when they panned out, it had this this kind of like Simish or you need to control the whole city type vibe. So a nice combination. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it's worth it. Another look as it gets closer. Woo! The other thing. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I had heard a little bit about it beforehand. I love 1 and 2. I want to play it on the show at some point. You know, It's a Switch exclusive. I don't know if it's going to stay a Switch exclusive, but I can't take that risk. I will probably pick it up release date. It looks like a little bit of a mix of 1 and 2. I liked 1 better than I liked 2, but it's definitely taking strong elements from the MCU, some of the characters, the storyline. But I'm gonna get this regardless. This will be the first game that I pick up on release. Well, that is until I found out Dead by Daylight is coming to the Switch. Finally. As you know, I do play it on Xbox, so I know it's not new, but with the ability to kill or survive on the go, with all this is going to be fun. I mean, although the Wi-Fi would suck, but it's nice to have a portable version, a third copy. Now, if only they do cross progression so that I could play it on all systems with everybody. They showed Super Mario Maker 2, which they talked about last year. They showed a bit more. 1 was amazing. It really revolutionized not only Mario games, but people being able to create their own levels and stuff. I might pick this one up, if only to play people's levels on the show so you can see me rage. And if I do that, it might be if the live streaming starts up fully. And then finally, before they ended, they were like, here, come here. You want to know a secret? Come here. You want to know a secret? Bam! We are doing a new Zelda. Sort of. It's a sequel to Breath of the Wild. It's literally Breath of the Wild 2. This is the only game that caught me completely off guard and surprise. I don't know what to say. They didn't really show any gameplay. It's just kind of in development. It looks like they might actually bring Ganon himself back. I don't know. But it was a really strong lineup for Nintendo. And again, one of my other favorite press conferences. They always seem to deliver. If I had to give it a rating for how the press conference was, I would give it a 7. Maybe a 7.5. I didn't mind it. There was again some good games. There wasn't as many good games that I was completely in. Okay, there was, but with Square Enix, it seemed like I wanted to play all of them or almost all of them. Nintendo, there's were some hits and misses, but the whole, not that it got annoying, because I mean, look who's talking. I'm super annoying, but I don't know. It just kind of got to me. As for my favorite game of it, like the top one for it, this is another hard one. I want to say Luigi's Mansion 3 or Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order. That is my pick for top game at the Nintendo press conference. So, that ends the press conferences. Come back next year for the 2020 press conferences, where it'll probably just be the video and my voice, which will be different from the second year, unless I can somehow get a video feed. But for the next episode of Presents, we will be doing either the top 3 or 5, probably do top 5 games of E3, at least in my humble opinion, and what to look forward to. So, until then, remember, keep gaming, never give up. Another year done, guys. This really drains me a lot.